Hi, so this next training method I'm going to show you is how to take the body and use it in movement required for martial arts, which is also called stillness training. By keeping all the parts connected, we're going to slowly move around the entire body without making them feel disconnected around the entire body. So take a normal wide horse stance position and bend your knees slightly. Always start with a good deep breaths to get you warmed up, and then adopt a position where your arms are coming in front of you. Inhalation should always be where you breathe in the power and the strength, and when you exhale out all the weaknesses. So just carry on doing nice rotations there from the hips to channel the energy and movement through your limbs from your upper body. Bend and twist into the stretch, as you may say, or the movement, channeling all the energy and keeping things contracted, but at the same time being rather relaxed with your movement. It's important to just loosen up the body at this stage to get ready for the training that's going to pursue. So taking a deep breath in, contracting all your muscles, I want you to slowly raise your arms up as I'm doing right now, and feel your entire body from your lats contracting to your legs straight into the earth, channeling all the energy. This particular sort of movement will be very beneficial for your martial arts practice or any form of fitness training, as it will help enhance your strength and your capabilities that you require on the field. Also, remember, you could improvise some movements here as well. I always like raising my leg, as this engages the core more and exercises control throughout the limbs. When you throw a punch, if thrown correctly, you'll be using every muscle in your body, as I'll demonstrate later on in this video. So of course it's very good to have good body mechanics and being very mobile and have good connections throughout your body, making sure that you could pull the tension throughout your body and transfer the weight and power onto both sides. This is a very important skill when it comes to practicing martial arts, as you're constantly pivoting and transferring the power from one side to the other side based on any technical strikes which you may implement. Also, remember to stretch. Same principle involved. Relax and breathe into the stretching. This will enable you to get more out of the stretch and get a lot more deeper into the position. So just remember that you want to be feeling the power from your spine, through your legs, through your nerves. And relaxation is the key. Just imagine the pain as not being there. Good mental strength is required as well, but this comes with time and patience. Yeah, so as we move on now to the next phase of the training, I will be demonstrating to you how to concentrate and channel and harness all your power onto one center point. As you can see over here, I'm twisting and rotating my hips. This is very similar to when you're performing any form of strike, because the power comes from the earth, and the way you translate that power is through the rotation and through your breathing. So from this position, just hold your stance very strong. Make your fist and concentrate on having your pelvic area in line with your spinal column, as the stability in this area needs to be very strong for the strike. Bend your knees, breathe and relax into the position. Keep your elbows very strong, but keep your shoulders completely relaxed. Pretend you're pushing against a very strong wall or a very strong object or person. So you need to visualize this in your mind, as will make it much more easy to perform this exercise. The power here is coming from your foot all the way up through your shoulders to your hands. So it's important to remember that. Turning your axis back into the center, you'd find your joints will become a lot stronger, and this is where the power is coming from. So the next exercise we're going to introduce is the twist. So we're going to adopt a slightly wider stance here, keeping everything relaxed and controlled at all times. Bending your knees. So opening your arms, you're going to create the juju in your arms in the center of your body. By splitting your hands between even and F and firing one arm up and one arm down, you're going to channel your energy into completely different areas. But at the same time, you're going to keep your spine completely straight and correctly aligned. This rotation that you're doing now is very applicable to your martial arts training, and it will be very useful later on when it comes to your training. Although it seems quite fundamental and basic, I'm finding this exercise very challenging at the moment, as the contraction and the concentration required, well, it's extremely high level. So taking the twist position, your core is twisted or talking against itself. By instilling the body with the natural raw movements required for power, you'll give it the solid foundation and base it needs to solidify its strike when it comes to martial arts. Think of it as if you're creating a triangle with your body, and you want your arms to be supported together so that you generate the power. Inhaling as you're coming up, you're going to slowly extend your leg, keeping it very slow and controlled in the moment, making sure that you concentrate on your center line and always maintain a strong balance and core. Your center of balance should always be in between the points in between your leg. This will ensure that you don't slip when carrying out the movement. Might take a bit of practice to get used to first, but try not to raise your leg too much, just to ensure that you get the movement correct. So we want to be using the hand furthest away from you to hold your balance.
Yeah, so over here you see me continuously transferring my weight from one side to the next. This is extremely important, especially when you're practicing kicks, as you want to exercise as much control while generating as much power with each strike. So you could set up the right framework and the right mentality to ensure that you're making as least mistakes as possible and you're effectively kicking and striking your opponent.
So what you're going to do is hold a strong posture now, keeping your legs from shoulder width apart, and always remembering not to bend your back too forward or too back, so that you always hold a good and strong, powerful posture. The arms out are extremely important as they balance the tension that you require. If you don't have the arms balancing your position, you'll find that you're a lot less stable and you'll probably fall over. So moving on, over here we're gonna try move the hands together and contract all your muscles. Have it relax your shoulders. Have it go deep into a deep squat position. You don't want to relax the elbows though. You want to keep the elbows very strong, as your elbows are providing tension all the way up to your arms, as they create one line of tension throughout your body that connects your lower body to your upper body. This is the framework what you're going to use to connect the body together. So it is extremely important that you understand the raw mechanics required for movement. Keeping your arms wide will help connect your upper body of the portion to the rear part of your portion. So keeping your arms wide will ensure that your core is kept tight and you have more control for the exercise when practicing. This is very good as a basic platform before you learn to properly strike. So over here you see me performing some simple push kicks. We're practicing on the movement and the flexibility and the stretch more than anything else. Make sure your core is not moving while you are moving forward. Make sure that it is all centrally located in one place while you carry out the movement. So obviously change the angle and the trajectory that you are carrying out. So you could vary the type of movements here with crescent and reverse crescent, making sure that you work both angles required for striking. At all times your power is going to be coming centrally from your core, so always remember to keep that particular area contracted and controlled. All the exercises that you are seeing have the same principle, where you are keeping everything centrally controlled and you're not moving that area, making sure your limbs are moving only in isolation. Next we're going to go towards establishing a powerful posture required for training. So craning across heaven and earth as before, you're going to cause one leg to rise up as your arm comes all the way through, making sure that it feels natural, as you see me doing over here. You bring, as soon as you start to bring the cross over, your leg moves naturally. As you have the axis facing towards heaven and earth, the cross motion helps generate the momentum required for a strike. You want to make sure that the lower body is in complete harmony with the cross. So, as you are turning, everything else needs to be controlled. While keeping your arms relaxed and your axis in place, what we're simply doing is pulling one arm across to move the body in a complete rotation, as you can see me doing over here. So the idea being is, while you're turning the body around this axis, this is how you're generating power. This is how you're generating the momentum required for the strike. Turning the body through the axis, generating the swing required for the movement and the strike. So this exercise was very deep, so only do it once you're prepared to understand the movements properly.
So this rotation exercise, though it seems difficult to learn, is very important. As you can see me rotating my hips here, when I'm striking the bag, I'm making sure that I'm implementing all the movement patterns that I was learning before into every strike. These techniques can be learned later on. I'll go through them in some videos. But as you can see here, I'm relying on momentum, I'm relying on power, I'm relying on my breathing, I'm relying on my chi. This is helping me strike the bag with a lot more ferocity, power, control and precision. This enables me as a warrior to become extremely strong. Thank you for subscribing, keep on learning, and hope you stay tuned for another video. Keep training and follow along as much as you can. Thank you.